my name is Jobby, and today I don't have a box. We're taking a look at the Digivolving Greymon to Metal Greymon. I recently bought this figure to remind me of the lesson it taught me. War as hell. About 1,000 years ago, me and my cousin were playing with toys on the floor, as children tend to do. I still do, but that's besides the point. This kid's toy box was packed to the brim. I mean, he had everything, the bastard. Eventually, we stumbled upon this little gem, and at the time, we thought this was the best thing ever because Figmas didn't exist yet, so we both reached for the figure. And as far as I was concerned, this was an act of war. We tugged and pulled, millions of casualties, highest death rate since World War Vietnam. The battle raged on until I went for the finishing blow. And that was it. All my cousin had was the foot because he sucks. At least I thought that was it. He just had to drop the bomb. Fury in his eyes, he lunges for my leg and bites me. The fuck? He took a pretty big chunk of my skin and blood and... well, not hair because I had baby legs. But I wish I had these legs back then so he would have choked on my leg hair! Was this toy worth it? No. The painting and the sculpting on this figure is okay. The overall look of the figure is pretty accurate to the TV show, which I didn't talk about because you've heard of Digimon, right? The blue on orange coloring is nice, and the sculpted detail like his eyes and his man boobs are really great. Sounds fine so far. What's the problem? He looks too much like my dad. Actually, it's all these seam lines. Of course these are necessary for his transformation, but stuff like the top of the tail and this, it just bothers me. Definitely not bad for 1999 though. Now this Beast Wars toy that came out around the same time, what even? And I gotta mention the build quality. If this guy could survive a brutal war, I'm sure he's built to last. Except the horns, which are, shit, a little too rubbery. This guy's got a decent amount of posability. Mouth opens, no head movement. Limited ball joint at the arm, no elbows. Ball joint at the legs, bend at the knee, ball joint at the ankle, and a swivel here? 100 out of 10, best toy. And this figure's small enough to throw at your cousin's face, I don't know. Here's a Dinobot, Figma Kyoko Sakura, this, and the SH Monster Arts Godzilla. While this Greymon mode's alright, his Metal Greymon mode is also alright. For such a simple transformation, it's actually pretty clever. If you want to skip it, go to this timecode. Greymon Digivolve 2! First, open up his body. Fold out this helmet. Next, pull this metal arm out of his skull. Flip up his claw. Turn this whole section around. Go to his butt and pull out his new tail. Back to his chest, rotate it to reveal his... enhancements. While closing everything up, shove his horn into the helmet. At the legs, swivel the calves and turn the feet around. Now you open up the old tail, fold it up, and fold out these wings. Metal Greymon! The added mechanical detail is great. I especially like his missile tits. Sadly, no missiles included. This works. You even get some added posability. He can flap, bend at the elbow, and a ball joint at the wrist. No added swivels though. 0 out of 100 worst toy. Besides a lack of hair and this tail kibble, this guy looks pretty cool and pretty accurate to the TV show. Except for this idiotic tail. Never mind this gaping hole of an ass. This tail is always pointing down, which means that Metal Greymon will always have bad posture. You can't stand him up straight and proud. He's always gotta be staring down and looking sad. Oh well. And if you open his mouth too wide, it starts to look stupid. Size comparison part 2. Dinobot, Kyoko, that, Godzilla. Overall, this figure is not that bad. He at least deserves a hug. I actually get really nostalgic when I play with this thing. Not only did I love Digimon as a kid, it reminds me of what happened after my leg was destroyed. I hobbled over to my cousin's house looking for an apology. And you know what? He gave it to me. We've been cool with each other ever since. Heck, he even gave me this Beast Wars figure and this special gold edition of the Greymon figure. It's shit. If you like this video, give me a like and a comment. And don't forget to subscribe for weekly toy reviews. And if you want to see my other stuff, click these annotations and check the description for links. Check out my Jammer page for pictures and follow me on Facebook and Google Plus for updates on the figures I review. I'll see you next time! I need to stop.